Welcome. So this is a follow video to the video I made on succession planning. I love the reactions I got from that video, and this is why I'm creating this as a follow-up to what I spoke about on why succession planning is a must. But this would actually be directed in something very important and related to succession planning, but a little bit different. Yes, I'll be sharing on how to identify your successor. How to identify your successor. I have made emphasis on why succession planning is important for leaders. We have leaders in business, leaders in the corporate setting, leaders in ministry, and it is very important that the legacy lives on. Yes, I made a statement in the video towards the end of the video where I put together a post or a quote that says a leader without a successor will have his legacy short-lived. Yes, it's very crucial for you to understand that once you do not have a successor in whatever you're doing ends with you. So you need to have plans for succession. And the whole emphasis of this video is to tell you how to identify your successor. So once again, you're welcome. You're all to subscribe, you're all to like and share as we dive deep into today's focus. So how do I identify my successor? Yes, I've heard that succession planning is important, but how do I really identify people who have the ability to take over from where I have stopped? So there are four things that are very key that you can begin to look at, and from those four factors you begin to spot people who can actually take over from whatsoever you are doing as a leader. So the first thing I have for you is what I call availability. Yes, such a person needs to be around, such a person needs to be present. Now mind you, such a person might not be present in your business or maybe your current team. Yes, but such a person is available. You can see that person, you can identify that this person does exist and this person is in a way doing something. So such a person needs to be available, such a person needs to be present, and this is a key factor in picking your successor. So you have to pay attention to who is available. You cannot really give your leadership mantle to somebody who is not present. So availability is a very important factor. The second factor you need to look at when picking or identifying your successor or your likely successor is what I call passion. Yes, passion is that innate drive, that internal drive that makes you do something without even the need for being paid. You are willing to do something without being paid, even though you are not paid. So passion is that interest, that desire to do something. And it is very important that whosoever is taking over from you should show passion in what they are doing, in what they even currently do. They might be part of your current team or maybe among your community, but you can see traces of passion that this person is really interested in the vision, in the mission. So such a person is a very good candidate for succession. You can begin to look at who is passionate about what we are doing here. Yes, who is really passionate. Take out monetary influences. Who is really passionate about what you are doing? Such a person is a likely candidate for succession. So that is the first and second point. The third thing you need to look at in identifying your successor is what I call competence. Yes, competence is very key. And just to break it down a bit, competence is the ability to do something well, the ability to do something well over and over again. And there are two major parts of competence, which is having the knowledge, Knowledge is a very big part of competence, and also having the skill set. So there is a mental part of competence, and there is also the actual part or the technical aspect. So you need to have a balance of both knowledge and skill in identifying who is competent. So competence is something that you need to watch out for. And mind you, such the person may not be able at his or her current level, may not demonstrate the highest level of competence. That doesn't really matter. Your role is to identify, is this person having some traces of knowledge or or skill in what you currently do. So that is very, very important. So look out for competence. The fourth and final thing you need to look out for when identifying your likely successor is what I call courage, the ability to dare. Yes, you need someone who has demonstrated some level of courage. They might not have the most courageous behavior, but they should have some level of courage in what they currently do. So just to bring all together, the first I made mention is availability. Such a person needs to be available. The second point I made mention is passion. The third point I made mention of is competence. And the fourth point is courage. So once you bring all these factors, all these points together, you would have more clarity on who can take over from you as a leader. And I know as you begin to work and identify your successor, you would really, really have huge success in it. So if you've gotten to this point of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate. And do well to share this to a leader in an industry, in a business, in the corporate world, or even in ministry settings. This, I believe, will be helpful to that person who is getting to a point of saying, oh, it seems I'll soon be leaving this place. So these are things that you need to look out for. And I also need to chip in this. Now, I have this philosophy that you should not really wait till the end of your leadership journey before you begin to identify who will take over from you. You need to take this step even at entry level. It might be shocking to some people, but I believe personally that even as you are coming into leadership, you should have it at the back of your mind that this place I am occupying is not a permanent position. So I need to begin to look out for who can take over from me. And while you are doing that, while trying to look for who can be your successor, make sure you are doing your best as a leader. You are not called into leadership to just look for your successor. You are called to make a difference. Because where would they start from, or where would they actually carry on from? So there should be things you are doing, but even at that, even as you are doing things, you need to be on the lookout for these qualities, these factors that I made mention of. And in case you've forgotten, I'll remind you once again, you need to look out for availability, you need to look out for passion, you need to look out for competence, and you also need to look out for courage, the ability to dare. And I know you will have huge, great success. So thank you once more for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.